All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Tekashi 6ix9ine's manager has found himself in a crap ton of trouble. So there's a man that goes by the name of Shottie. A lot of you guys know him as Trey. There are so many people who use the term Trey nowadays. And the person who made that phrase popular in the culture as of late is Shottie. That's Tekashi's manager, a guy that's been accredited with a lot of success that Tekashi 6ix9ine has had over the last calendar year. He's been pushing this guy. He was pushing this guy when he didn't have nothing. He's pushing him now. And you got to give Shottie and the company a lot of credit because Tekashi 6ix9ine's career is popping. All right? Now, let's talk about Tekashi first, and then we'll get into how his manager comes into play. So, about a couple weeks ago, Tekashi 6ix9ine was in court. He was finding out from a judge pretty much, is he going to have to do some time for violating his probation in regards to a case where Tekashi 6ix9ine was on camera with a minor. All right, now in regards to Tekashi, he found out that the judge was not going to give him any more time, just 3 to 4 years of probation, and he needed to be on his best behavior, do some community service, and he'd be fine. So as Tekashi 6ix9ine and his team leave the courtroom, while they're in Brooklyn, I believe, they go meet up with a music executive from the West Coast by the name of Elliot Grange. All right? A couple of Elliot's bodyguards got into it with Tekashi's crew. All right? Now, according to multiple reports in NYPD, apparently Tekashi's manager, Shottie, aka Trey, was one of 3 guys who got violent and struck the bodyguards with a chair. All right? And at that point, apparently Elliot's bodyguards, one of them pulled out the strap and started shooting. So it was like 3 of Tekashi's guys, including Trey, and against 2 of this other guys. And I don't even know what they were arguing about, but a couple of Elliot's guys, they were arguing. It got violent. They were inside of a restaurant. It just shit went down. All right. The other guys in Tekashi's crew are already arrested, and Trey was the last to get picked up today. So Shottie was picked up earlier today. The reason why this thing is such a story is because one of Tekashi's crew members that was involved in this incident got shot in the gut. All right. And apparently Shottie left the scene immediately. He wasn't trying to get caught up in none of it. They were able to find ways to tie it back to him, and he was picked up today. And as of earlier this afternoon, Tekashi's manager, Shottie, was indicted on 2 felonies: an attempt to commit the crime of assault in the 1st degree and assault in the 2nd degree. Look, man, Tekashi's having a lot of success right now, but a lot of people argue that his biggest claim to fame has been Shottie, and if Shottie's going to have to do an extended amount of time because of something related to Tekashi, at some point down the line, a lot of you guys out there are going to start to ask, and even me included, going to ask the question, is a lot of the success Tekashi having worth it? If you're going to lose multiple members of your team, if a lot of your guys are going to go down for this, and if it means it's going to be just Tekashi in 5 to 10 years from now, shit, was this all worth it? I'm just asking a question. Again, Tekashi's manager, Trey, aka Shottie, has been arrested and indicted as of today on 2 felonies because of an incident he had at I believe it was a restaurant. It's supposed to be a nice meeting, but apparently something about the business was not together. It got physical. Things happened, and they're blaming it on 3 of Tekashi's guys, and one of those guys is Trey. I'll keep you guys up to date when I get more information. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I do not take it for granted. Trey, salute. Amen. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
Got the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.